So, no, this is American Pavilion, but this is France, so... Cheers! Sorry we don't share, but we're here to share, but not wine. I'm so happy you have no idea. I'm so happy that Justice could make it here. She just flew in, she arrived in, 2 o'clock at the hotel?
Yeah.
And we all decided this is going to be a very informal thing, and we're here to remember and say what we did, what happened, and why John was so important. And what's important, we did things, but the impact it had, Justice can tell us. She can share what that told her about things that happened here. So maybe just before we start, Justice, you can say a little bit about what you do. Rather you say what you do, but writing, producing, and poetry and all that. So, and then I'll tell what we did for your dad 28 years ago.
I'm only 26 years old, by the way, so what he was doing 28 years ago, I wasn't even a thought. Which goes to say of how much he already did. I am a filmmaker, a screenwriter, and a poet and comedian. I do a lot of things, but one of the main things I do, which has to do with my father, is I watch movies and I love them and study them. And I don't know if this answers a little bit more about myself. Is I look like my dad and I mean, act like my dad, but it's I learned a lot about being yourself from him, you know.
And why Justice? So because of poetic justice, the film thing. You were born like the year in '92 or something.
Yeah,
the film came out in '91. So.
Yeah. I say my dad was my mom was pregnant with me, so I say I come first, you know, like low-key. But the movie did come out when I was like maybe like 4 months old. Yeah.
Right. So I'd like to share with you, because you heard things, but you didn't hear from the people who actually made it happen. I'm going to tell you the first time I heard about the movie, someone, the head of marketing international, told me, hey, we have this film from a young filmmaker, first-time director, how about Cannes? And yeah, I said, you must be crazy. First-time director? All right, send it. And we received it, we watched it, we said, But I was not there to be able to say yes or no. Right?
Yeah.
The important thing is we sent it to the festival people here, Jules Jacob. He saw it in his room, and I got this phone call saying, we're interested. And I say, wow, I put down the phone, yeah, we're in. That was February.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of everything we did for the movie. And we were lucky we had February, March, April, May, four months to prepare the thing.
Yeah.
So we said, all right, I'm used to releasing Terminator 2 or Rambo, things like this, but I've never had a black movie before. I did one with Spike Lee, and the studio decided it was too expensive. We didn't release it. It was called shit. What shit?
I'm gonna get you something.
You know that?
I'm gonna get you something.
That's not.
No. School Days. School Days. All right. Great movie, not released in France. Anyway, so I didn't know. I realized I knew not enough. So I asked my press attaché, please help me. Let's find someone who knows about the tradition, what's going on. And there was so much of exploitation, the car wash and stuff. That was something where I thought this film is very different. It's nothing to do with it, and we don't know how it writes himself in the tradition, in the history. So we get this one journalist from Libération, which is a very influential, trendy, hip Parisian. Like they can make or destroy. And they love trashing. I have another story about The Doors, where they said it's a colorful piece of shit. That's what they wrote. And it is the same guy, it teaches something about about the press that you don't fight with press so much. So, and the guy, we showed him the film on the cassette in our meeting room in the office, not even with a print, because the print was with Jean Jacob still. Anyway, so he sees, and he comes out. He was alone. Comes out, red eye. Say, oh my God, Orson Welles. I can't speak. What? Good. Yeah. All right. This guy knew more than I do.
Right?
We knew that was making the beginning. So, and because he was a journalist, he started speaking to many other journalists, and he was doing TV shows, talking to radio, and we are February. He was talking for 3 months. So, and you know, there's a rule that you're not allowed to show the movie before you come to Cannes. We did a lot. we said, all right, we have a great film, people like it, so we're going to show it.
Yeah.
And then we said, that's not a film for everyone. People hate rap in France, they don't know.
Yeah.
The suits from studio is the same, so we need to build the house. And thank God that the festival was very nice, and they helped us get kids from tough suburbs around.
Yeah.
So not only people with badges, but people, like real people, and people who are living in difficult
areas. It was the 90s, you guys did it much better.
So we constructed this film, this room, so that it would mean something, and we also had all the community, all the actors that were here, Isaac Hayes, there was Quincy Jones, there was Eddie Murphy, there was a few of them. They all came, support. Really?
Yeah.
It was amazing. So we're here on the opening day of the movie, and we have this huge queue. I was like, oh my God, we are running into problems. We turned out 1,500 people who couldn't get in.
Wow.
Which, to be honest, is the best thing that can happen to you.
Yeah.
So the studio was very smart, and they said, all right, we'll take an ad in Variety and saying by demand. By public demand, we are adding another screening, and people knew that it's been full and playing wonderful, like applause for I can't even remember how long. And then we had this party with Ice Cube, because we said we had Ice Cube perform with his 2 scratchers, and we were discussing music. So '91, that was a time where people didn't like rap really. So I thought we're gonna be trashed if they don't like that kind of gangster music. I mean, it felt like this. So we said we need someone who's gonna break the ice. A crazy guy. His name was Django Edwards. Is that Django? No, not Django. Edwards. So, what's his name? Maybe it's not the first name, but his last name is Edwards. He was a Canadian, like stand-up comedian, and he was at the door trying to. Like a bodyguard, you know, he was touching everyone here and there where you're supposed to touch people. And so what's happening? And then there's other things I can't say in the microphone he did. Really, I cannot, but I'll tell you later. And people used to say, wow, what's happening? So basically he was there to kind of break the ice, make people comfortable. And the concert came, and they were full of energy. I thought they were gonna punch me in the face when they came out of their place, were going to the stage, and
were you scared?
Honestly, yes. Yeah, because imagine they were late.
Yeah.
And people in the room, and I was running the thing, the timetable, and there was this tiny alley between the stage and the back rooms there, where they were preparing, building energy, you know, really like they were like preparing for something like a fight, something. And I say, it's me coming and say like tiny like this, saying it's time, and they come, the 3 of us like in this tiny thing. I said, shit, they want to run me over. And I understood they were ready, they did not need me, and they went on stage and then rocked the house.
What was your impression of seeing hip hop and a cinema experience?
After, well, I think the choice of your dad's choice of the music, the soundtrack, the one we remind me of the name of the guy who did the theme song.
Stanley Clark.
Yeah. Clark. Yeah. What he did was not really hip hop or rap, but he did something really sleek, and it was the perfect match for the film.
I think it's called, for me, Stanley Clark was He's a bass player and a composer, and I think what he did was he combined, in LA we have this radio station called 94.7, it's called The Wave, and he combined this wave between hip hop, jazz, and funk. So he took away all the, if you didn't hear a hip hop track, it was because you're hearing the bass. And that's the same in hip hop, you
There's a
know?
lot of bass, yeah.
But yeah, but just without it being loud, it's very subtle, you know?
But what I think is there is something very strong and emotional in the movie, and the bass, it like shakes your body and makes things resonate. And now I've seen the trailer a couple of times since we prepared this, and I see it's still an amazing trailer. We got a special trailer here because the reviews were so fantastic that we wanted to share what they said. So the trailer was like this line: "Why do you think there is a gun store in every corner?" Because they want us to kill ourselves. And this line is there, and there's a lot of things like that in the trailer. It's a different one from the US.
I want to go back before it came to Cannes, because I almost feel like, unfortunately my father is not able to tell me, I feel like I have the story down on how Boys in the Hood was created. He got into film school with the idea of a movie called Summer of '84. And it was on his application, he had to name 3 movie ideas, and one of them was already Boys in the Hood. And as he entered film school, he had made short films, and really just like with all his frat brothers and whatnot. But the thing that caught his eye was when he saw Colors. And the movie Colors, he saw this movie and he was like, he hated the movie. And he was like, I can do that. I can do a movie about South LA better than Dennis Hopper could do a movie about South LA. And so as he, maybe the year before or 2 years before he graduated, but he was in an apartment in a house and there's a closet. And he wrote there, he wrote at the USC library, Boys in the Hood. And the thing about that movie is, it's not even the movie itself, it's the script. Like when you're 21 years old and you're writing a script and people read your script, they throw it in the trash. You know, they don't keep it.
They don't even read it.
They don't even read it. Yeah.
Send it to my agent.
Yeah, when I wrote my first script, my dad didn't read it. I had to pay him. Some sort